likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, it's Loretta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's a give to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On second down, here's Loretta. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing on third down, Loretta. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one taken from the 7. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. Able to fight through one tackle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They run it again with Williams. Nifty move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. And a hit, jarring it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Again, it's Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. 319.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Forced out to him, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Rosas puts this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Prescott from the gun. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
47. Gun. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kerwin Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, it's Kalen Clay. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Stewart on 1st down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest...
And he's going to go down again. Jalen Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Detroit!
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. Now a desperate... a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. A beautiful fake. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
The handoff to Barkley. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. 3 for 3 so far, and a 4th would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, Despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.